What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and we are checking back in from SeaWorld Orlando for yet another Icebreaker roller coaster construction update. Before we head inside the park, we're going to go over to the storage lot and see what's left over there. Let's go! Busy, busy, busy. Seven Seas Food Festival just started. Look at all the people though. That's good. Busy, busy, busy at the ticket booths, but over here at the ticket turnstiles, not so much. We should be right in. Yep, no wait to get in, and we are on our way. So yes, it's opening weekend for the Seven Seas Food Festival, and look at the line just to get the sampler. So the lanyard that allows you to sample different foods, beverages, and things like that, located right here. There's a lot of people, so high demand for it. And here we can see a couple of the food kiosk stands. We're over here, Mexican market. It's very popular. It's a nice little shaded area to eat your food too. Sky Tower, and indeed it is in operation today. We can see entry only $3 for those that don't have annual passes and whatnot. Good to see it's open. And here's a look at Icebreaker right before we hop on the Sky Tower. We're about to go 300 feet up, get a better view. Alright, that's a bit different. We have some construction vehicles over here by the flamingo boats. Not exactly 100% sure as to what's going on there.
Boys and girls, for the comfort and safety of everyone, we ask that you please remain seated at all times. Thank you.
We don't hide when every water.
Welcome aboard the SeaWorld Sky Tower. As you take your ride up to a height of 300 feet, it might make your day even more enjoyable. For your own safety, please stay in your seats for the entire ride. And no smoking, please. Well, we're just about miles and miles. As the cabin rotates, keep an eye open for the lush tropical oasis right across the street from SeaWorld. Now across the street from SeaWorld, you'll see Aquatica, SeaWorld's water park. Look for our signature ride, 2 3 miles per hour, along nearly a mile of track.
Doesn't look like it now, yeah. I don't know how you would access it though. And it's
if you look for the icy rocks that tower above SeaWorld, you'll see our epic attraction, Antarctica, Empire of the Penguin, which transports you into the icy world of the penguin. Did you know that SeaWorld has rescued and rehabilitated more than 30,000 animals over the past 50 years? You can learn more by watching our television series, Sea Rescue. Be inspired by the exciting real-life animal rescue stories and gain a better understanding of the rich array of sea dolphins. Visit the information counter today to see how you can experience Discovery Cove and Aquatic. Experience the mysterious land through the penguin's eyes on a first-of-its-kind family ride. Connect with the colony above and below the water and be inspired to make a difference.
Alright, so I'm going to address something that you guys have been sending me messages about. We've been hearing rumors that a new roller coaster may be coming to SeaWorld Orlando in 2021. Permits have been filed with the city, which is a very good sign that something is actually coming. We're hearing that it could be a wing coaster from B&M, possibly over 200 feet tall. It'll be right over here on this pathway by Bayside Stadium, and possibly go partially out into the parking lot. We will let you know, of course, if we see anything. Something else I want to point out, and we've been saying it for a couple years, SeaWorld is building in a circle. So we have Manta, Antarctica, Mako, Infinity Falls, Sesame Street, Icebreaker, so that leaves right over here the perfect spot for a new coaster. What is this that I see? A blue survey flag? And yet another one over here. I'm seeing at least 4 or 5 of these all over the place. And here's yet another one. So again, bunch of survey flags all over the place. Alright, so back to Icebreaker, and we can see a bunch of new progress since our last visit here, when we had a hard hat construction tour of the entire site. I'm seeing a bunch of work on the station and for the transfer track area. And here we can see the exit ramp is coming along nicely. And there's a closer look at the shed where one of the trains will be housed when it's not in use. Not too much longer before the control panel is completely sealed. We can also see here air gates are now installed inside the station. Well, this is a little bit different, but I do appreciate the work that's going on, so we can see some new wood planks for the bridge. Very nice. Well, this is a little bit new for our visit. The pathway that goes underneath the Beyond Vertical Spike is now open. Let's get some much better views. And here we are. Smoking area is blocked off. We used to have work walls that went straight across, but there is the Beyond Vertical Spike. We're about to go right underneath it. And we can see here, lighting has been installed underneath the spike. It's going to look really nice at night. I'll say this, photos of the riders' reactions are going to be priceless right here. And here we can see a mounting bracket for proximity sensors on the Beyond Vertical Spike. It'll be installed soon. And we can see here they still need to add cement to the base of the foundation to complete it. And with the work walls now down there, that means the ones up here are gone. You can get an awesome view, again, of most of the ride right here now. And here we can see work on the booth continues, as well as railing now for a covered queue. That's good. Alright, and we can see here SeaWorld Stadium is filling up for Orca Encounter. And then right over here, we used to have a time-lapse camera, but it's been removed. So I would expect to see some footage coming out from SeaWorld very soon. And a little closer look at some of the covering for the maintenance barn. Mango Joe's still in operation. Again, entrance for Icebreaker going to be right here, and then the pathway that just opened up, looking very nice. And we have a little DJ booth over here for entertainment. Kids can play with hula hoops. And then what is this? So I'm now seeing work walls over here for Wild Arctic. So the games area, well, that's all closed down. The ride itself is not in operation, but the exhibit is. A little different. We'll keep you up to date as to what's going on though. And this is important because San Diego's just closed, and well, this one was open for a while, but we can see right here, sign out front saying animal exhibit open, but the ride is closed. During some of the specialty events, Harley Davidson has a display, and Seven Seas Food Festival is no different, as we can see a couple right here. And we can now see a bunch of new supports in the air, so crews have been busy over the last couple days. Here we can see the top hat for Icebreaker, and good news for us, the pathway towards Bayside Stadium is open because we have concerts going on. It means we're going to get more awesome views. Alright, so here we are, now walking towards Bayside. Again, track right here. We're going to walk right underneath it. All those new supports just off to the left over there. Not too much longer, we'll be completing the ride. I'm thinking maybe within the next week and a half or so, maybe all the supports and track will be up. now we're getting a view of some of the area around the base of the top hat, and we can see ride restricted fences are pretty much now in place. Ride layout looking pretty good. Again, we got a chance to go directly underneath this thing during a hard hat tour. Still looking good. And there's some sort of new metal structure right there. Not exactly sure what that's for, but it's here. And if I were a betting man, I would say there's probably going to be some lights right here where those pipes are sticking out of the ground, the top hat. And here we can see Bayside Stadium with the stage set up for all the headliners for the Seven Seas Food Festival. And then right over here, we get a chance to get more awesome views of Icebreaker. Now here's a really great view of all those new supports. Again, that turnaround right there won't be too much longer. We'll have the rest of the track. Well, we used to have a time-lapse camera over here just like what we had over at SeaWorld Stadium, but it's moved to right there. Alright, I was thinking we might be done in a week and a half, but based on this foundation that has no concrete yet, well, might be a little bit longer. When they said this thing was getting low to the ground, they weren't joking. Talk about a gorgeous backdrop for having concerts. And here's a little closer look at some of the work walls and construction going on right across from Dine with Orcas. As we can see, they go all the way down. Construction ducks! Yeah! Good to see you guys again. So, like what we saw on the other side of Bayside Stadium, that pathway is closed, and it's also closed over here towards the front entrance. Again, that's not exactly normal because last year, well, Seven Seas Food Festival had a lot of the stands over on this pathway. I'm thinking it might be in preparation for that new roller coaster. Pink chickens! Yes! Lots of pink chickens. Journey to Atlantis, and we told you on our last update that it was closed for an annual refurbishment. Well, still closed until February 16th. Only a couple more days, guys. It'll be back open. And if no water in the flume didn't tell you enough, well, there is a sign out front also saying it's closed. Well, guys, that's going to do it for another video here from SeaWorld Orlando for an Icebreaker roller coaster construction update. And I am happy to say a bunch of new supports are in place now. And when we went over to the storage lot, there's not a whole lot left. We did see some track loaded up on a truck, so it should be coming over very, very soon. Of course, we did touch base about the new 2021 roller coaster that is rumored right now. However, we did see some markings So, I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys to think what's going on. But again, rumored to be a wing coaster. We'll let you know if anything else happens with that project, of course. Seven Seas Food Festival is going on. I highly recommend coming, checking it out. Of course, we're going to be back here for more updates, so if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Midway Mayhem, and I will see you out on the Midway.